Live from the House of LeMay Makeup and Dressing Room.
Here comes Amber. Stop what you're doing. Here comes Amber. She's just doing what she can. Here comes Amber. Cue the spotlight. Here comes Amber with 2 drinks in her hand. The matriarch of fashion, from sequins to her glasses, you can't look away. Ask her, does she do it? There's really nothing to it. She's got that feminine gaze. If you have a party, or if you're feeling naughty, call up the House of LeMay. Here comes your favorite gal. Here comes your queen. Here comes the talk of the town. It's Amber Live tonight. The music starts to playing. It's time for cabareting on Amber Live tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off all cell phones and get ready for your host, Amber LeMay.
Hi there! Happy Sunday, everyone! It's Amber Live, episode number, season 1, 38. Yep, 38. You're here tonight for that, and it's going to be great. But first, like, share, subscribe. You know you want to, and tell all your friends you're watching too, because they aren't going to want to miss this show. Oh my gosh, we're getting so many great compliments about last week's show when we had the lieutenant governor and his wife from Pennsylvania, the Fettermans. Oh my God, were they great? Plus, Hal Sparks. Go to amberlive.tv and catch that episode if you missed it, because there are some funny, and poignant moments too in that. So we want you to see that. So let's get right into this week's show. So, hey, Russell, what's going on?
Hey, Amber, how are you?
Fine. Where are you, Russell?
I'm at home in Astoria. Haven't left.
Okay, I don't see you on camera.
That's weird. Jack, do you see me? Hold your hand up. Jack sees me.
I just see it pulling your curtain. I don't know either. Well, you're looking great, Russell.
Well, thank you.
So how are things in New York tonight?
Things in New York are great. It's a little cool out, but I have no complaints.
Well, it is December.
It is December, and we had rain, not snow, so.
Yeah, well, we escaped it as well. So, Russell, what announcements do you have tonight?
Oh, do we have announcements tonight, as always? First up, I want to talk about our Bustier Club, the boosters who help keep the show going. And I do want to say, and I'll say it as many times as I can, that we truly, truly appreciate all of you. And here they are, the Bustiers, with our Super Bustier, who has once again boosted us, Rial Masson, who is just fantastic and truly supportive of the show. And Rial, thank you so much. And we added Bill Bacher, and Doug and Fred sent another boost last week. So we really do all appreciate everything that you do to keep us going. And if you'd like to help us out, down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that there's a Venmo to @RJD Pro, and you can send your support there. And we have added a new thing to our Bustiers. We now have levels. If you donate $25 or more, we will send you the sticker, the same one we've been sending all along, but we now have magnets. Because Larry was having a conniption that we didn't have magnets. So we have added magnets. If you donate $100 or more, we'll send you a sticker and the magnet. And if you go for $200 or more, we will send you a sticker, a magnet, and a mug. So, and we really appreciate all of that. Here is the magnet. And just to prove to you that it works, it sticks to things.
All right.
Right off.
All right. So Mark LeBlanc only has about $150 more to get all 3 gifts. So, yeah.
I think it's a lot more than that, actually.
Well, that's great. Yes, we do appreciate your donations. They do help us out a lot.
It does help a lot. And so that's the Bustiers for the week. Thank you very much to every one of you and to all those who will boost us this week.
And the caption, what do we have? What
The
picture do we have for the
caption.
captions?
So every week we do a caption this. We'll put up a photo and label it as a caption. And at the end of the show, Jack will put up the funniest captions. And this week's photo is...
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
that. If you
Yes.
missed this event, you
keep
missed
that
all
up
the
there.
news of
Keep
the
that
week.
up there. Yes. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with sound effects. But we'll be talking more about that later on.
Let's be glad she doesn't come with sound effects.
Yes. Well, that's great. So yeah, put those in the comments. If you have any suggestions for a caption on that, throw that in the comments, and we'll bring Jack on later on, and he'll tell us about that. So get involved that way. All right.
That
So
was a lot of fun.
All right, so before we talk about our guests, we were going to have Troy Austin on tonight, who's doing his Toys for Troy or Troy Toys Drive in the area, but he couldn't make it tonight. So we're sorry to hear about that. Troy, you're doing a great job, and I see you all over town on the media. You're doing good, Troy, so good luck to your effort there. But so, Russell, tell us who we do have on the show tonight.
Well, we have some amazing guests, as always, who have absolutely outstanding projects that we're showing off tonight to support them. And the first up will be Dennis DePaul, who is with Camp Tecumseh.
Yeah.
I believe I said that right. And
Yep.
Dennis is he's been with the camp for 20 some odd years, volunteering. And now I believe he's executive director. And the camp does amazing things for kids. So he will tell you all about that. Next up is our dear friend Squigs, or Justin Robertson, who's been on the show before. He'll be giving some updates on projects he has going on. He'll be talking about Curtain Up Beer, I think, and have an update on that. And so we'll get some great new angles on things, and we have a wonderful video from him as well.
Okay.
And then the third set of guests we have tonight are from Boston, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence,
Yes.
who are just amazing. They're a lot of fun, and I think you're going to enjoy chatting with them about what they've got going on in their Sister Santa program.
Yeah. No, Tuesday was the Giving Tuesday, but you know what? It's time to give all the time that you can, all the time, all the money. So, yes, we're very fortunate and thankful to have our guests on tonight. And we'll be talking about some other charities as well. So stick around for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, and also we have the quiz tonight.
We do have a quiz tonight, and if you would like to be on the quiz tonight, if you just send an email to that email below, and the first one in will get you on with our guests, and you can play the trivia quiz, which is always good for some laughs and a good time towards the end of the show. So send us an email if you'd like to be part of that quiz.
Yes, it's called What the Elf. It's all about elves. So if you know anything about elves, get on there and join us. We'd love to have you.
And
all right.
I want to say that we have gotten a tip for our Bustier Club from Serena Magnan O'Connell tonight. So anyone who wants to help out, you can try to beat Serena and send your own boost. So thank you, Serena.
Well, we'll be able to thank her in person next week, and she's going to be one of our guests next week.
We will.
Yes. So she wants to make sure we stay on the air. All right, Russell. Well, thank you so much. We'll call you back later. All right.
All right. Talk to you soon. Have fun.
Yes. Oh, yes. All right. So we're 25 days away from the end of 2020. Oh, so it's time for some headlines. Well, we have a first follow-up story on Amber Live. And who knew I still had a first left? A couple weeks ago, we made fun of the New Orleans Swingers Convention called Naughty in N'Awlins, taking place in the age of COVID. Well, guess what? They all got COVID. Well, 41 attendees came down with the virus after the event. And now the organizer, Bob Hannaford, says if he could go back in time, I wouldn't produce this event again. First off, never go to an orgy organized by a guy named Bob. Trust me on that one. Orgies should only be thrown by someone named Flavius or Diculus or some other sexy Roman-style name, don't you think? Second, there's a global pandemic on. The virus travels through spit and other bodily fluids. Think of masks and social distancing as condoms and the virus as herpes of the lungs. Now, if you found an orgy wasn't using condoms and someone attending had herpes, you'd probably skip the orgy. Now, according to Bob, they used color-coded wristbands for people who had antibodies and tested negative for the virus. Because nothing says, let's turn off the lights and play Who's in My Orifice like the word antibodies. I hear the word antibodies, and I can't get my clothes on fast enough. Now, in other secret orgy news, methinks the homophobe doth protest too much. An anti-gay Hungarian politician was nabbed at an orgy in Belgium that was mostly men. The police who busted up the gathering due to COVID restrictions discovered it was a leather daddy orgy with several alleged members of the European Parliament in attendance, including Joseph Szwagier of Hungary, who tried to escape the police by climbing out the window and down a drain pipe. Yeah, we've all seen that in movies, haven't we? Once he was caught with drugs, I might add, he told police that he had immunity as a member of the EU Parliament. Of course, he has since resigned his post, saying he had to go through some extended soul searching. I think you searched enough, buddy. No one goes to a leather daddy orgy by accident. Hey, you want to go to a party? What kind of party? An orgy. Wait, what kind of orgy? A leather daddy. Okay, I'm in. And the guest mistook the police as party goers. They had to go. That had to go great. Nice police costume, Daddy. Where are the actual police? We're shutting down the orgy. Yeah, you are, Daddy. Now handcuff me to the bed while I pass all anti-gay legislation. Love that story. In another train wreck news, a star is born as the Trump campaign's lawyer, Rudy, I died from COVID 4 times and got it again today and keep coming back. Giuliani brought his star witness into his fight against election fraud to a Michigan State House of Representatives hearing, and it didn't go well. The witness, Melissa Corone, or is it Corona, did what can only be described as a drunk Karen and sounded like she was demanding to speak to the representative's manager as she rambled, interrupted, and snapped at lawmakers while declaring the election fraudulent. The Trump presidency created the Karens over the past 4 years. It makes sense they'd bring in a Karen to try and steal the election. I don't know how much off-season rosé in a box is, but you gotta drink to get like this. But that was a spectacular performance. In lesser news, Giuliani audibly farted in the same hearing. Our country is so classy after the last 4 years. Maybe that wasn't hair dye dripping down his head last week. And finally, we have a Queen of the Month announcement in a feel-good story of the season. Drag queen pastry chef Chocolatina found a home in Denver after moving from New York 3 years ago and now finds purpose in performing a drag show while selling pies door to door to hungry Denver audiences during the COVID. Fellow queen, we salute you. Hey, Lucy Bell, that sounds like a challenge. How would you like to win a free Amber Live mask? All you have to do is go to amberlive.tv and sign up. You can have a free mask. Yes, you can. Hey, Russell, we forgot to tell about the important part of the show, about Rocco. Well, all the promo that we've been doing the past couple of weeks.
Here he is.
We've said that Rocco Zamboni was so excited about the McRib being reintroduced to the McDonald's menu that he was going to eat not one, not two, but 3 McRib sandwiches during this hour. Well, now 45 minutes of Amber Live. So, Rocco, what's the word?
Word is good. I don't see any problems with this.
So, have you started your first one yet?
Hell no.
Let's see it.
Some of us had to go to McDonald's and get this stuff,
Okay, all right. So, do you order them any special way? I saw some people order with cheese and some. Excuse me. No. Okay.
You go authentic or you don't go at all right?
Okay. All right.
The way they give it to you with the barbecue sauce, the onions. I think there's some pickles on that thing. Look, 3 of them. I got 3.
All right.
Big.
So how many have you had since the day that they went on sale?
Just 1, because I've been saving up for this night. Let me tell you, after tonight, I'm either going to go crazy or I'm never eating them again.
Well, I think my odds are crazy, but that's all right. So do you want to start? Do you want to take that first bite?
I got to do a little prep. Got to get the phone, dial 911. I've never ready just in case. I got a little Bushmills and some Fresca to wash it down. Because what's a McRib without a Fresca, huh?
Fresca.
I'm an old-time kind of guy. I like Fresca. I like camp. Reminds me of my grandparents. All right, so let's start with this first McRib. I don't want this to be like a mukbang sort of thing. You know, when those people just videotape themselves eating for God knows how long. It is disgusting, and I don't like it. But all right,
Rocco, I have news. I got one.
Oh yeah, Amber, you got one.
Amber wouldn't get one. We tried.
All right. Well,
my days of putting strange meat in my mouth.
Too, huh?
All right.
My days of putting strange meat.
Anybody out there joining us with the McRib?
No, my days of finishing by putting strange meat in my mouth are over.
I'm sure they're not.
There we go. The first bite. Okay, Rocco, we'll check back in with you.
And I'd like to challenge anyone out there to tip Rocco for every McRib that he eats. So if you'd like to do that, you can send your support to @RJDPro on Venmo. Rocco may need heart surgery after this.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, all right, Rocco, eat away. We'll check back with you. Oh my, how cool. That's going to be fun to keep track of. So now let's bring on our first guest. As Russell said, he's been with Camp Tecumseh for about 20 years now as a volunteer, but now he's executive producer and they're having a big fundraiser coming up. So let's bring on Dennis DePaul. All right. Hi, Dennis.
Hello, how are you?
All right. Are you eating a McRib?
I am not eating a McRib. I feel out of it. I should have one in front of me.
No, rethink about that. I'm not sure.
That's a good point.
All right. Well, welcome. We have people from really all over the country watching the show. So tell us about Camp Tecumseh. What is the purpose of the camp?
Yeah, so Camp Tecumseh is a place where kids with cancer can come in and enjoy camping and learn about camping and be part of our camp program. We serve children between really the ages of roughly 1 and 17 and their whole families. And we do various programs all throughout the year, keeping them entertained and lifting their spirits and creating a level of healing that medicine doesn't always create. And we do
how exciting. So I'm thinking that Tecumseh, that must be an Indian name.
Everybody thinks it's an Indian name. It's not actually. So early on in camp's 36 years old. So we've been around a long time, but in the first year they were trying to come up with a name. And one of our founders, Ted Kessler, Shira Biladu is the other founder, but Ted was working with a group of campers and wanted to come up with a name, wanted the kids to name it. And this little girl was very shy, didn't want to answer him. So Ted would ask a couple of people, then go back to Tasha. And she would say, I don't know. Ask a couple of people, go back to Tasha. She would say, I don't know. And finally, she got so frustrated with Ted, she said, I don't know. It's just a Camp Tecumseh. So we became the camp to come to in that Vermont accent of a good old Vermont accent of Tecumseh. So
That's great.
That's where it comes from.
That's right. We've got a video to show, so let's run that.
Great.
Times I've asked myself why I keep coming back to Camp Tecumseh, and it's certainly, you've all probably heard this, a very special place, but it's special for us also, us volunteers. Number one, we get to go to camp and be kids again with kids. Number two, having been here now for 17 years, I've had the opportunity to watch these kids grow, watch them mature, and later actually become staff here.
You know, so many people that call in to radiothons and just, you know, they know about Camp Tecumseh, they've heard about it for years, and they see little, you know, 5-minute segments on the local news, and they hear the radio every once in a while. And that's enough to compel them to give, but, you know, I don't think they have any idea, you know, how far that goes and what it's meant to a lot of kids.
I love Camp Tecumseh.
Oh, how nice. How very nice. We were talking before the show about McDonald's, and you said that you have a contest every year at Camp Tecumseh?
Ooh, yeah, it's not a McRib contest, but it is an Egg McMuffin contest. And what the young man you saw in front of the ropes course, Trevor, he and another one of the Trevor used to be a camper. He's now a counselor. And Dr. Rafey, who works out in California at UCLA. He's an infectious disease doctor out at UCLA. He's actually running a COVID trial out there right now. But they compete and over who can eat the most Egg McMuffins.
And
I believe the record is 15 Egg McMuffins at a breakfast. I don't know. I couldn't.
Trevor looks like a big boy. I think he could put them away.
Yes, they both can.
All right. So you volunteered. You've been on the board for all these years, and then in February you assumed the job of executive director. How did that come about?
It did. After 30 years working in higher education, I worked at UVM for the last 24 years. I decided to follow my passion and to work for the organization that I've been volunteering with for a very long time. And now I get to do my passion work every single day. And I feel so much gratitude and so honored to be able to do it. Because as you just saw, the children and the program is remarkable. It's just remarkable.
So you started in February, and then just like 3 weeks later,
yeah,
we're here. We're in my basement.
Like taking over a nonprofit, taking the helm, and then realizing you have to reinvent every single thing you do in a matter of months' time. But honestly, the volunteers and the staff and the board are so dedicated that we rose to the occasion. We have created unbelievable virtual programs that our children and their families have been in, including a holiday party that we did last night, a virtual holiday party for them, which was super fun. My favorite part, the children were sent, well, first of all, we went to the dollar store to buy nylons. So, you know, you try and buy a basket full of 100 nylon packages, you get questions. You know, but what we did is we sent them to the kids with balloons, and they had to blow up the balloons, stuff them in the legs, put the nylons on their head so they created antlers out of the nylons. It was
Oh,
absolutely hysterical. It was so
oh.
much fun. It was really fun.
Well, how cool. So you're coming up to one of your major fundraisers next week?
We are. It's the 14th through the 18th, the Cool 105. It's the Tecumseh-thon that Trevor was talking about, where you can call in and make pledges to camp. It's our largest fundraiser of the year. So we're really excited. From 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday next week, we'll be on the radio talking about camp on Cool 105 and really enjoying ourselves with John Brooks and Mark Knight. We have a lot of fun with them. We are so blessed to work with them every single day. They're wonderful.
So how much in the past have you raised during your telethon or your radiothon?
Yeah, this telethon has done very well in the year. I remember when it first started and we were hoping to get to a few thousand. The first year we made 30 or 40,000, but last year we made right around $200,000 in the 5 days in call-in.
Oh my gosh, Dennis, that is so cool.
We are praying and hoping that we get to that same level this year. We know COVID has been hard for people, but camp has been built on small donations. We're not an organization that receives huge grants or government funding. We don't receive any of that. A lot of them are $10 or $15 donations, and that's what makes camp. It doesn't matter if it's a $5 donation or $500. It keeps us alive and keeps our children happy. So we are thrilled with it.
Well, Dennis, I mean, there's not a person who's watching who has not been touched by cancer, and probably a child who has gone through cancer. So we all salute what you do and the efforts of Camp Tecumseh. And if any of my viewers out there, if you've got an extra $5, if you can slip it off into the mail to Camp Tecumseh, it'd be greatly appreciated. Very nice. All right, Dennis. So we'll bring you back later on for the quiz. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on. Really enjoyed talking with you.
Oh, wonderful work. Wonderful work. Oh my goodness. And it was funny. Dennis comes on before the show. I go, "Hi, Dennis. How are you? We've known each other for years. We just hadn't made the connection." It's a small town. It's great though. Oh, how cool! And wasn't that video nice? All right. So let's see. Oh, you know what? You missed her last week. We got complaints. Where was Lucy? Where was Lucy? Well, she's back, and here she is.
Bitchin' in the kitchen with Lucy Bell.
Hey, everybody. It's Lucy Bell LeMay here, the reigning queen in Beaver Pond, coming to you from the Hot Dale Trailer Park in Beaver Pond, Vermont, in my very own kitchen. Yes, with another episode of Bitchin' in the Kitchen. Oh, I hope that all of you had a safe Thanksgiving. I know we just spent it right here at home, like they asked us to. Well, you know what? We can't get started until we have a cocktail. So what I did was I did a peppermint infused vodka. Yes, all you got to do is take some peppermint sticks, break them up, put them into a bottle, and then fill that bottle up with vodka, and let it sit for 4 to 5 hours. It'll dissolve. And oh, see, it's so pretty. Now, I haven't tried this, so I'm going to go ahead and make the cocktail they recommended. They said 1 part of the peppermint vodka, 1 part cranberry, 1 part club soda. Let's see how this is. It's pretty. Well, it's not the best thing I've ever tasted, and it's a little worse than Grandma's cough syrup, tell you the truth. I don't even think Amber would drink this. Where's my purse? Oh, let's see. No, Grand Marnier, I don't think so. Oh, vodka, no. Oh, Jack Daniel's Fireball. No. Oh, there we go. Chocolate. Yes, Godiva chocolate. We'll put this in there along with a little bit of this peppermint vodka. Peppermint patty. Oh, yeah, much better. Oh, finally cleansed my palate. Oh, my God, that was awful. The recipe I'm going to show you today is a great party gift. It is what we call a Christmas party mix. And all you need is 1 cup of rice Chex, 1 cup of Kix cereal, 1 cup of Captain Crunch, 1 cup of pretzels, half cup of peanuts, half a cup of M&Ms, and a bag of white chocolate chips. Now, I decided to try something different. My white chocolate chips is called Funfetti, and it tastes just like a vanilla cake. Now, get your garbage bag or a paper sack, and you're going to dump your cereals in there, and cup that, and your rice checks, pretzels, got your peanuts, M&Ms. Then you want to just close this up. Yay! Now, chocolate chips, you can look on the bag. It tells you exactly how to melt them. I'm going to start at 1 minute. And now's a good time to take a sip of your cocktail. So what you want to do is you just want to mix them up. They're not going to be melted yet. And then put it back in for another 15 seconds until they're completely melted. It's beautiful. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we'll take our bag of goodies and dump them right in. Woo! And now we just got to stir all this up real quick because this chocolate will set up real quickly and get too hard. And I don't like it if it gets too hard too quick. I like it to stay a little soft for a little while. Then we're going to put it right out here on this wax paper. Now this has to sit for an hour, okay? Look at this. See how pretty it is? Oh, look at that. Oh my. It is just like eating birthday cake. Oh my goodness, that is good. Just makes you want to dance. And you know what? My bitch for the week is our COVID cases keep rising. So that means someone or some people are not following the rules. Just do the WWW. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. Because I really would like to see you. Bye.
Thank you, Lucy Bell. And I can attest that stuff is delicious. She dropped me off a couple bags and said, "Oh, eat this while you're on the show." Well, I couldn't wait, so I ate them right away. Very, very good. So you want to make some of that. And you can catch that recipe. It's on our website, amberlive.tv. All of Lucy Bell's recipes are on there. So thank you. Thank you, Lucy Bell. And thank you to Chrissy B. That was his first editing job for us. So thank you very much. That was great. Our team is growing. I think it's time that we check in with Rocco. How's he doing?
Pretty good. I'm almost done with number 2.
Number 2.
Part of my second McRib.
So let me see it. Let me see what you got in your hand there.
This is the end of number 2.
Oh my gosh, Rocco, slow down.
No way.
Yeah, Rocco, slow down. That's way too fast. You're going to get indigestion from those things.
Well, then you use
I
brioche.
still have half of mine left.
I'm surprised you have that much left. Probably carrying it off and throwing it in the garbage. I know who you are.
No, I'm actually eating it. It's
Good.
It's not horrible.
So Rocco, are you taking a sip of Fresca, or is that helping it go down? Or are you like one of those that when the hot dog eating contest, are you dunking the McRib in the Fresca?
No, because we're only eating 3. There's not a speed round. You know, I got a lot of time and I'm enjoying it. And yeah, I am drinking my Fresca because this shit is good.
Okay. All right. Well,
And this.
And you still have your phone ready for got it 9-1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Gotta be safe. You know, be prepared.
Be prepared. All right. Very good. Well, thank you, Rocco. We'll check back with you. Okay. All right. Oh, get some great comments in there from about Rocco and our guests. Thank you so much. We'd love to read the comments. All right. So our next guest, you've seen him on here before. He's been on twice before. Is he our first three-peat? I think he might be. So let's bring on Squigs. Hey, Squigs.
Three-peat? What?
Yes.
I'm honored. Oh my gosh.
Well, you were on with Francois Clemens.
Francois, amazing.
Wasn't that a fun night?
Oh, he is just amazing. Yes.
Yes, and then you were on with the beer guys,
the happy hour guys. Yes.
Yes, and now
and now I'm on with Rocco, who's on to number 2. And Rocco being such a solid name, I don't think his number 2 is going to be so solid tomorrow.
I know what you're saying. Okay. So Squigs, what are you doing? I hear you have a project going on.
Well, true. I have a bunch of stuff going on. I think that the first thing that Russell, our friend Russell brought me on for was to talk about the Lights of Broadway show cards, which I think I talked about our first time around. It's they're baseball cards for Broadway nerds like myself and like you and like Russell and everybody. But if you can bring up that that URL, Russell, the Lights of Broadway.nyc, we just released our 2020 edition. Yeah, which it celebrates the art form of Broadway as we love it and we know it. And while celebrating, we are also acknowledging the fact that we are in the midst of a crazy year, you know, in the midst of a pandemic, and also in various things like, you know, the Black Lives Matter movement, and we're acknowledging the fact that we have a chance to shine a light on amazing causes and stuff like that. But the Lights of Broadway, we just released the 2020 edition. Leslie, oh my gosh, hi Leslie. Thank you. But we, around Thanksgiving, we came out with a couple of things. One was the, in collaboration with the Broadway Podcast Network, another URL that Russell has lined up for us here. My collaborator on the Broadway, on the Lights of Broadway, also has the Broadway Podcast Network, and we came up with this collaboration where I drew a virtual Thanksgiving Day parade of really wonderful Broadway performers, and then we released a card series, you know, that you could buy to benefit some really wonderful causes. So yeah, if you go and visit, you know what we've done there, it's really, really lovely being able to give back to causes like the Actors Fund, the American Indian Community House here in Manhattan, which is wonderful, and many other causes. So yeah, we're working on just giving back and doing our best.
So we have a video of what you're doing now. So run that video if you would.
Oh, the video, yeah. This is something that I'm just doing that's kind of fun on Instagram. Each of these videos are under a minute, and this particular video is one of the 25 days of holidoodles that I'm coming up with. So here we go.
Well, let's. I like the music.
Thanks. Yeah, that's something I found on a great mixtape.
And who was that you drew?
That's Carol Channing. And
such a spin it.
It's a silly punny thing that I did. You know, obviously, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles at the window, carols at the spinet. But I just kind of flipped it in and made it Carol Channing playing spinet piano. So yeah, the next days of the holidays, and just kind of making some fun stuff just for funsies. But yeah, it's so much fun.
Very good. So do you have any update on the beer guys?
Absolutely. Yeah, the Happy Hour guys, as you had on back a few weeks ago, have a thing called the Curtain Up Beer. And if you go to curtainup.beer, that'll take you to the site. There are it's an open sourced recipe that any brewer around the country or around the world can make and offer to their local audiences. the money, if you can go to local arts organizations to help so many people who are out of work because of this pandemic. It's pretty crazy right now. Just seeing the fact that so many live performance venues are out of business. It's just so incredibly sad, and that includes not only the organizations that are in your hometown, whoever is watching, but also Broadway and lovely organizations that bring so much joy and education and love to audiences. And so the Happy Hour guys, who they were on the show, a number of weeks ago, have come up with this. There are, I think now 35 breweries that are making this beer, and there are 3 of the beers coming out this week. The first one is in Fort Edward, New York, which is about an hour north of Albany, so upstate. And then also Gun Hill Brewing in the Bronx, which is the brewery that came up with the recipe, as well as Big Alice Brewing in Long Island City, Queens. So the first 3 versions of this beer are coming out there. And if you go to those local breweries, you can drink the beer, and the money will go partially to local arts organizations, as well as the Actors Fund, which benefits not only actors but people involved in the arts, backstage, in front of house, ushers, designers, whatever, around the country. So it's a very fantastic thing. So, but curtainup.beer, which is
I put the bug in the local theater group's ear, so I'm hoping they're working things out, because I'd love to be a part of that. So,
fantastic! That's wonderful.
Yes. All right, Squigs, thank you so much for the update, and we'll have you back for the quiz.
Thanks. I'll be here.
All right, thank you. Wow, wonderful visit with Squigs. All right, so hey, Russell, how you doing?
Still doing well despite eating a McRib.
All right. So let's see. I think you have some pictures to show for us.
We have a couple of great pictures this week. Let me hop over to them so that I can show them to you. As always, we have our merchandise out there, and we have some fans who have worn our merchandise and are showing it off. And our first one is a repeat offender. Our friend Mark, who's been out on the town wearing his Amber Live shirt, and he is seen there. I think we know what gym he's going to now. It's called Mr. Softy.
Yes, he's going to have to order a larger shirt.
Maybe 3. Thank you, Mark. And then the other picture we have comes from an event that Amber and I often participate in on Monday nights, and that is called Bingo Bonanza with Miss Richfield. And we have a picture here of, there's Miss Richfield, and you can see her producer, Chris Caputo, who has been on the show, and he is wearing his Amber Live muscle tee with a Christmas design on it. So we really appreciate the support.
And excited, Bingo Bonanza is on every Monday night at 8 o'clock. And Miss Richfield, who we've had on the show, as well as Chris Caputo, they invite people to be part of the live audience. And tomorrow night, I'm going to be part of the live audience. So if you want to check out, play bingobonanza.com. It's a lot of fun. We play it on Zoom with friends while we play the bingo. And so we little chatter, and Miss Richfield's a hoot. So check it out tomorrow night, because you'll see me. So that'd be fun to play. Yes. All right. And I think, is there anything else, Russell?
I think we have a message from one of our sponsors.
Ooh. Ho. The holidays are almost here, and you need to find gifts for everyone. And you can't go to the store, so shop online. And this year, give great gifts to those you love. How about a mug for dear old Dad? Or a great hoodie for that niece who just started college this year? even though she's stuck in her dorm and isn't going to classes, but she needs a new hoodie anyway. And don't forget your favorite uncle who took you to your first gay bar. Yes, next year when he goes to his gay nudist vacation, he's going to need a beach towel. And what about all your friends at the gym? They could use a muscle shirt. And who couldn't use another mask? We have something for everyone. Visit Amber Live TV and order today. And don't forget to get yourself a present while you're shopping. You'll not only look great, but you'll feel great too. Ho, ho, ho!
Yes, we have lots of great Amber Live products, including this mug that you can get at the store. And they come in all kinds of designs, including our Christmas designs on T-shirts, on sweatshirts, on mugs, on beach towels, and even on masks. So please check out the store at amberlive.tv. And now back to Amber.
I love my mug. Yes, both of them. All right. You know, it is the giving season, and I know people are saying, gee, I'd like to give Amber something for Christmas. What could I give Amber? Well, here are my top 5 things that you can get me for Christmas. Number 5, the COVID vaccine. Yeah, I'll take it because I want to get out of my house and back into the bars. I haven't made a public fool of myself in a long time. I need that. Number 4, a gift card to Peggy's Plump and Proud. Oh, I tell you, my quarantine diet has me moving up the rack at a very fast speed. So I'm going to have to go see Peggy and get some of her big girls styles. The number 3 item on my list that you can get me is 2 luxury cars with red ribbons on top, like they do in the car commercials, because it's so friggin' realistic during an economic depression and a global pandemic. Guess what? I don't love it. Number 2, you can get me someone dressed up like Santa so I can feed them cookies of milk all night. Or Scrooge. I don't care. It's been a long, long 9 months. And finally, the number 1 thing you can get me for Christmas is nothing. You give me something every week by tuning in and watching Amber Live. And we love you for that. And thank you so much. That really means a lot to us. So thank you very much. Now let's move on to January so we can end this shit show of a year. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yes. So thank you very much for your kind thoughts. All right. You know what you can do also? If you want to give me something, give something to one of the charities we're talking about tonight and tell them Amber sent you. That'd be nice too. Speaking of charities, these girls, we're talking about the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence from Boston. So let's bring them on. We've got 2 of them all with us tonight. All right. There's Sister Lyda and Sister Heidi. Hello there, sisters.
Hi.
Hello there. Well, welcome. So it's nice to see you. And makeup is really cool. So let's first, there might be some people who don't know the history of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. So could someone give us a run-up, please?
Amber, I'd love to do that. And first of all, we can't hold a candle to your beautiful makeup.
Lucy Bell's gagging right now.
Well, it's because of the peppermint cocktail. So that's a great question. The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence started in San Francisco in the Castro in 1979. That's right, 41 years ago. Can you believe it? And it was a group of friends who were just sick and tired of the status quo, right? Maybe they weren't the rolled up white t-shirt with the cigarettes and the tight jeans where you could tell the religion. And so they ran around in nuns' habits, yes, nuns' habits, and machine guns full of tequila. And they terrorized the Castro. And it went so well that they went, we've got a zeitgeist here. And from there, there was a pandemic that we've all waged once already. Everybody who is watching this has lived or is living with AIDS. So that means that you are strong and that you can do this. So the sisters, we were the sacred clowns and we still are. And so during that beginning of the AIDS pandemic, We put these faces on and we helped take people to the hospital. And we went, if you've got someone to laugh at, you can laugh at us, but don't you fuck with this person. And so our whole shtick is expiating stigmatic guilt and promulgating universal joy. Now, what that means, Amber, is that you were born absolutely perfect the way that you are, full stop, period. And anything else you learned along the way from Lucy Bell or your parents, or that voice from high school that told you that you weren't skinny enough or good enough or smart enough, we like to say, fuck that voice. Hopefully I can say that on this program. Because you know what? That doesn't serve us. So as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, we say go for it, whether it's kitsch, canasta, or kink. And so we do this work through nonprofit fundraising. We are, in fact, a 501c3, and we take these vows seriously, and we take them for life. We are your queer clown nuns of any creed, any color, any sexuality, and any gender affirmation. We love you exactly the way that you are.
So when did the Boston, what's it called? The
Convent of the Commonwealth?
Convent of the Commonwealth. Yes. When did that start?
Thank you, Heidi.
Of course. We started in 2009. So Sister Eunice and Sister Cristal moved from San Francisco. So they're originally San Francisco sisters. They moved to Boston, and they the first time that they appeared in public was at Pride in 2009. So that's when we started.
How exciting. So 11 years for the convent. Yeah. That is so cool. So we do have, you're doing in the middle of one of your major fundraisers, and we have a video about that. So let's share that.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Sister Heidi Sens.
And I'm Sister Faith in Humanity.
And I'm Sister Angioplasty.
And we're from the Boston Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
We know that the world feels a bit upside down right now. However, we still have work that needs to get done. For 9 consecutive years, the Boston Sisters have worked to buy holiday presents, stockings, clothing, and cards for children in the foster care system of Massachusetts. And this year, for the 10th anniversary of our Sisters Santa program, we are doing things a little differently.
Instead of doing our traditional year-end bingo event or asking for toy donations, we will be asking for cash donations to be sent through our website. We will take care of all the shopping this year, and we will then have the gifts sent directly to the hard-working social workers for wrapping and distribution. So we will not be having a gift wrapping party as in previous years. We know that this might not sound as fun or as festive as it has been in the past, but it is still just as necessary for these kids who wouldn't have anything this holiday season. This year, we are planning to sponsor 125 children. For $65, you can sponsor one of these children for us, or for $130, you can sponsor 2. Of course, any amount helps. So please don't feel obligated to donate a specific amount. $5 is better than nothing. It all adds up. When you donate, please make sure to add a note stating that the donation is for our Sisters Santa program. Donation links can be found on our website, thebostonsisters.org, under the Donate tab.
We will be working extremely hard behind the scenes to make sure that this goes off without a hitch. But we couldn't do any of the work we do without support from amazing friends like you. We want to thank you for helping us these past 9 years to make this Sister Santa program such a huge success. With your assistance, we have provided gifts for over 1,000 children in the foster care system of Massachusetts.
And if you can't help us financially this year, that's okay. We know that this year has seen a lot of purse strings get tightened. We hope that you will consider other ways to help out your community this holiday season. Look for social assistance programs, reach out to your local churches and youth groups. Donate your time, energy, or other resources. There is so much good to be done in this world. Go out and find it.
So, from the Boston Sisters to you, please accept our sincerest, warm wishes for a happy, healthy, and joyous end of the year.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
How nice. That was beautiful.
Thank you for sharing that, Amber.
Oh, yes, yes. So now is the foster children program, is that something that all convents do, or is that something that you've picked out for
So
yours?
that's something that's specific to the Boston Sisters. So it was Sister Crystal's brainchild back in 2010. So this is actually our 10th year that we're in at the moment. So it's children in the DCF system within Massachusetts, the Department of Children and Families in Mass.
I know there was a news report this week here in Burlington about how because of the pandemic that there's even more children in the foster system, and adoptions are way down as well. So your cause is just even more important this year than it ever has in the past, because I'm sure it's the same there in your area.
Oh, very much so, very much so. So initially, when they sent out the email to launch the program, they were saying that there was 47,000 kids in foster care or going into foster care at this time, which is the highest number I've ever seen. And I've been involved with Sister Santa now for about 4 years. So it's very disturbing.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's very, very disturbing.
And Sister Heidi, if you look to your left right now,
My left.
your left, we're both pointing to our QR code. And that code, you can just put your phone, turn your camera on, and it will go right to our donate page. It's as easy as that.
Well, you queens got it all. So, well, thank you. So, I understand. Have one of you been to Burlington before?
Yes, actually, two of us, Sister Gloria Alleluia and myself, have been a few years to the Winter is a Drag Ball. And I've got to tell you, there's nothing that warms my heart more than watching you and your sisters pal around on the stage when it's negative 20 degrees outside in Vermont.
Oh, last year we did, or this year, back in February, right before it was the last major event in town. We it was the 25th annual Winter is a Drag Ball, and maybe 26th. I don't know. I lost track. Anyway, so we aren't having it this February, but I will have an announcement in the next couple of weeks about an alternative to it. So that's in the works. We haven't forgot about Drag Ball. It's some version's going to happen. So yes, I've had meetings this week. So,
She had meetings.
Thank you so much, sisters. And again, we'll keep that up for a while, or we'll definitely rerun your address so people can donate. That is great. So let's bring our other guests back on. Oh, wait. So before we do that, we got to check in with Rocco. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, Rocco.
Yeah. So you girls get ready for the quiz. So let's check in with Rocco. Rocco, how you doing there, guy?
I was doing good till that thing was blocking my face. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
Where are you?
This is the end of number 3.
Oh, yeah?
All right. Where the hell did I go? It's really, I'm sitting here eating 3 McRibs, and you got these guests on, they're doing all this wonderful stuff for other people, and I'm like, I'm just eating a sandwich. I mean, it's what I should do it for charity or something, It's like, hey, McDonald's, freaking kick in or something. I don't know. This is the rib thing.
Oh, you're doing it for the entertainment of my audience, and I appreciate it.
Negotiating.
Hopefully for some tips for eating these things.
Yeah.
I'll give you a tip for eating these things.
If you've appreciated Rocco eating, let's throw a coin in or two. All right. Hey, let's bring everybody back for the quiz.
Right. Rocco, do you want to stay on for the quiz?
Yeah, man.
All right.
You got room.
And guess what? Did we lose Amber? Where did you
No, I dropped my paper.
We have a special guest for the quiz tonight.
Oh, who is it? Hello there.
Hello.
And what's your name?
I'm Kari, and
Hi, Kari.
I'm calling in from Colorado. My very best friend from childhood is also sharing the screen with me tonight.
Hello, Kari.
I'm just so proud. I'm just so proud of Dennis and all the work that he's done, and I'm so excited to be able to be on the screen with him.
Oh, well, how exciting. Well, thank you for watching, and we agree, and we like Dennis's hat, too. He's stepped up his game for the quiz.
I felt underdressed. I had to do something.
All right, so the quiz this week is What the Elf, okay?
We lost count.
All right, so the first question is, the Be an Elf charity was founded by who? Was it Will Ferrell, the Keebler Cookie Company, or the U.S. Postal Service? The Be an Elf charity. Who do you think? We have a 3, we have a 1, we have a 1. We have a 2. Boy, you're all over the board. It is the U.S. Postal Service. Yes. The Bean Elf. That's what it said, Bean Elf. I think it's B-N Elf.
I love a bean elf.
A B&L sandwich. A B&L sandwich. Yeah, so that's the U.S. Postal Service. All right, so what do they do? Why would you want to be an elf? Well, the purpose of Be an Elf is to, 1, tip your delivery person, 2, leave food donations at the mailbox, or 3, answer letters to Santa. If you were a member of the Be an Elf charity, what would you be doing? We have a 3, we have a 3, we have a 3. Rocco's following the crowd. And Kari, what
I
do
didn't
you
even
say?
realize that was a question.
It is 3. It's answering letters to Santa. Yes. So if anybody would like to answer letters, I'm sure they're getting some very sad letters this year too. So that'd be a nice thing to join. So go to the U.S. Postal Service and join the Be an Elf thing. All right. So question number 3: what year was the first Elf on a Shelf book published? The book published, was it 1945, 1974, or 2005? The Elf on a Shelf book. We have a 2, we have a 3, we have a 3, we have a 2, we have, all right, it is 3. It's only been around that long. The shelf, the Elf on the Shelf story.
It's evil, pure
the
evil.
shelf, it's been around much longer, but the elf.
The Elf on the Shelf, pure evil. Poor parents.
All right, but that doll has been around longer. And what was it first called? Was it called a knee hugger? Was it called, were they called buddies, as in Buddy the Elf? Maybe that's where they got that. Or just called elf dolls? What were they originally called? 1, 2, or 3, knee huggers, buddies, or elf dolls? We've got a couple 2s. We got a 1. We got a 3. We got a 3. They were called knee huggers.
That's some atomic fallout preparation, Amber. They're ready.
Well, they originated in Japan, so that might be true.
My mother had one of those things when I was growing up.
Okay, and the last question is, what is the name of the spokes elf for Keebler? Is it 1, Shortcakes, number 2, Ernie, or number 3, Chip? What's the Keebler elf name? You all know your cookies. Yes, it is Ernie. So that wraps up What the Elf. Okay. Thank you so much to our guests tonight. Thank you. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Your causes are great. Go out there and let's all do what we can. Whether it be through money or through our efforts, let's do what we can. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Sister Lyda and Heidi. Thank you, Squigs. And welcome, Carrie. Nice seeing you. Keep watching
now,
from Colorado.
If you get in trouble, Rocco, don't forget the other one.
Thank you.
The other one. Okay. All right. What do we have now? Oh, Rocco, we got to promote you first. We got to
Oh,
promote.
yeah, you do.
Yes.
Hey, this is Rocco Zamboni. And as you know, the holidays are coming up. And as you also know, I got some gambling debts I just quite can't cover. So, I had to start a new business. Rocco's Catering. Yeah, that's right. I come to your house and roast your nuts. The problem is, I'm already booked, so I can't do it. But you can order all these great products. You got t-shirts. You got mugs. We got tote bags. You got muscle shirts. Come on. You know you want to buy this stuff because guess what? It makes the perfect Christmas gift for anybody. Did you know that you can go to Amber Live TV and just buy this stuff and have it sent to your home? That's what's called shopping. Operators are waiting by or something. Go to amberlive.tv and order now. Hey, just remember, you're nuts if you don't let Rocco roast your nuts.
So, Rocco, how you feeling?
I'm actually feeling pretty good, you know. I thought I was going to be vomiting or something, but nah.
Well, appreciate that. Someone was asking if you had meat sweats.
Not yet. I'm sure.
Well, maybe because McRib isn't real meat. Maybe
That's
that
a
could be
good
it.
point. You know, you can't have meat sweats if you're eating like pig anus, although that's technically meat, I guess. I don't know. People say what parts of the pig is in the McRib. I say spare parts.
Well, at the Beaver Pond Pork Byproduct Processing Plant, they say from teat to feet, it's all good to eat.
That's for sure. Put on a bun and it's mine, and I gotta run.
Anything else you want to talk about this week, Rocco?
Isn't that enough? Jesus. No, you know what? I've been trying to put up Christmas decorations. Did I talk about this last week? I don't remember.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I did. What a pain in the ass. I'm still trying to do it. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it because if I talked about that, I remember now the blow mold thing. That was funny. That was a good funny joke I told, right?
Yeah, hilarious.
Hilarious.
On Monday, everyone repeated that joke around the water cooler. It was. I'm sure it was great.
Oh, I'm sure everyone was around the water cooler because everyone's home by themselves, talking to themselves, muttering, blow molds.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the entertainment tonight, Rocco, and I hope you're feeling better.
Thank you, Amber, and thanks everybody and those guests of yours who are doing such great things. I'm very, very moved by that. Let me tell you. I love it.
All right. Thank you very much, Rocco. Thank you. All right. Woo! Hey, Jack.
Hello.
Wow. That was
the equivalent of the water cooler is now the Brita pitcher. Shit, I fucked that one up.
Or the Keurig. Yes.
The Pure or whatever we have in our domestic homes these days.
So we had a wide range of appearances tonight. What were some of the comments that you got?
Oh, I think that everything got posted up today, but Doug really wanted to know if Lucy's hair has ever caught fire while cooking.
Not caught fire. I think it melted a bit, but now
not
actually
slightly
fire.
singed. But Lucy said not yet. So there is still time. And we had some good discussions on buying nylons in bulk. We had some really good tips from you about orgy etiquette. For example, only eat a McRib after the orgy.
Yes, that is good.
And of course, never invite Tom Cruise to an orgy.
Wonder why that is.
Oh, because of that terrible movie, Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, okay. Got me. I don't know. All right. How about any
really
captions?
Bad. You don't need to see it.
Any caption suggestions?
We just had so many comments with everything else going on that I only got one comment for that crazy Rudy Giuliani picture. So let's see that. Larry wrote in and said, "Can I get another round of tequila shots?" Because it looks like Melissa Carone has not had nearly enough.
No. That's very good. All right. Hey, let's bring Russell in.
Yeah.
Hey, Russell.
One last bite.
There it is.
You're a third of the man that Rocco is, apparently. Or a third of the stomach.
So I hope that you both have some good Pepto-Bismol to wash that stuff down with.
Whoa, I guess.
Don't ever let Rocco talk me into that again.
I was the sensible one, as usual. All right. So, Russell, earlier this week, I put on our Facebook page, I asked people if they had any other charities that were doing special events for the season and that people could donate or check out. And I had a couple of responses. So, Russell, what was one of the ones we got? A canine gem. And you see the website there. That's a dog rescue operation out of Winooski, Vermont. And if you go to their website, they've got some beautiful dogs on there that are looking for a good home. And now's a good time to get a dog, I think. If you're home, you got time to spend with them and to train them. So that'd be good, a canine gem. So, and what was another one, Russell? Oh, HANDS, Helping and Nurturing Diverse Seniors. This is one of my favorite organizations in the area. Megan Humphreys created this, and their main thing that they do this time of year is on Christmas Day, this year they'll deliver Christmas dinner to many seniors in our area. But throughout the year, they do gardening with the seniors and other activities. So it's really a great organization. So I wanted to give them a shout out. And then finally, it was the St. Albans Festival of Trees. Now, officially that ends tonight, their big activities, but the lights will be up the rest of the year. So if you're in northeastern Vermont and you want to look for some lights, drive on up or over, up, down, wherever you are to St. Albans and look at the lights in downtown there. So I want to thank all the people who suggested those charities. And if you've got one, send me an email this week or a message, and we'll include that next week, because it is the season of giving. And, some of us are still working and we can give some. And I think it's time that we give more. So that's good reasons to do that. All right. So, Russell.
Yes, we do have our favorite. Well, we're not a charity, but let's not forget our bustiers. And we do really appreciate all of you, and you help keep us streaming and keep us going. So thank you to everyone. And please, if you can, send some money our way to help us out. And there are the 3 different levels to get the sticker, the magnet, and the mug. And we appreciate everybody who can help. And we know that tonight there are a lot of options of where to give your money to this year. And it's a tough year for everyone. So if you can spread around what you can, if you can afford to, please help out, help everyone. And let's keep it moving and going until we get to January 20th.
Yeah, because McRibs aren't cheap.
No, they are not.
And I think Rocco needs some support for his vomit bucket challenge.
Oh, God.
Well, he did do the ice bucket challenge. So,
all right. So, Russell, who do we have next week?
Next week, we are looking at holiday shows that are still happening, but they are happening virtually this year. But you can still get some great holiday entertainment. And we have a representative from Lyric Theater coming on to talk about the show that they're doing, which is coming up and will be available for rental and streaming. And I believe our friend Bob might be involved with that, if I'm correct. And then we also have the Vermont Stage Company will be stopping by to talk to us. And who knows who else we might find out there that has a show. If you've got a great show and want us to promote it for the holidays, let us know before next week.
There's a cavalcade of stars.
Because we know that there's so many performers who want to do something, and Lyric Theater and both Vermont Stage Companies have figured out ways to present their product over the line, and they're great products, and I can't wait to tell you more about that next week. So thank you, Jack. Thank you, Russell.
Thank you.
Have a good week. All right. Yes, what a nice show with nice people. It makes it all worthwhile. But thank you for watching. You make it worthwhile too. So next week, let's come back and do it again. I'll be here, and I hope you will be too. Bye-bye.
Why did Amber cross the road?
I don't know. Why did Amber cross the road?
Because the FCC was chasing her.
Oh, Bug, that's not funny.
Hey, you try to come up with a new one of these every week.